Question from Twitter. Why didn't the provincial government know about and correct Tsutina concerns with the Southwest Ring Road deal? With respect to the Southwest Ring Road agreement, this negotiation has taken place over a number of years. As Minister of Transportation a few years ago, I managed to work an agreement with the chief to be able to survey their land to see how much land would be required for a ring road through the reservation. Once we were able to determine how much land was necessary, then we proceeded to negotiating proper reimbursement for the land that would be required, and also part of the agreement was to find some land coterminous next to the border of the Tsutina reservation to ensure that we would not only pay for the land, but we would replace the land that we used for the road. All I can say is that I shook hands with the chief. We had an agreement, and the agreement always was that the chief had to take the text of that agreement to the members of the reservation, which he did. The members obviously voted it down for whatever particular reasons, but they did vote it down. But we did our part after many years of consultation and negotiation, and we delivered on our part of the agreement. And unfortunately, the agreement was turned down. We are looking at other options to deal with the Southwest Ring Road issue, because we do need to move a lot of traffic. But we worked very hard on it, and it was a surprise. And I can tell you I was a bit frustrated myself, because we put in such a huge effort to get an agreement that was good to both parties. Isabel in Edmonton. Monsieur le Premier Ministre, I would like you to know what is your plan for the future of French services in Alberta. Well, obviously, the way I read the question, you know that I didn't take French in high school, although I took French 100 in university from a professor that came to the University of Alberta from Trinidad. So he had quite a unique accent in teaching French. We are working with the minister responsible and working with the French community to work out details and how we can further increase and improve the services we provide in the province of Alberta. And we're looking at the text of agreements with other provinces and bringing that forward here in Alberta. So soon we should be able to show some progress in the whole file. But the French immigrants bring so much support to the province of Alberta. They were the earliest settlers and helped build this great province, and we're working very closely with the various groups to ensure that we offer the appropriate services in the province of Alberta. Mark in Fort McMurray. I love to hike out in the backcountry, especially in summer. However, I have lots of problems when quad enthusiasts leave large lakes of puddles due to them chewing up the ground and muskeg. What is the government planning on protecting our hiking trails and, of course, the environment? Mark brings forward an issue that we are facing as not only as a provincial government, but as a municipal government in different parts of the province of Alberta. We are working with the industry to ensure that we have appropriate rules and regulations in place so that we don't have the quad enthusiasts quadding in areas which are very, very susceptible to erosion, especially in very sandy areas, steep inclines, or quadding through some very, very special areas, especially some of our streams and waterways in the province. The industry itself is aware of the problem, and the challenge is to make sure that everybody follows the rules. I do, though, sympathize with the fact that it is an industry, there's more people quadding, and how can we work with the industry to carve out some places in Alberta some space for the quad enthusiasts, space that will not damage the environment, as Mark is saying, in some of the areas in the province of Alberta. We are making progress, and we'll have some announcements by our Minister Cindy Adey as she works further with the industry and looking at some of the communities around Edmonton and Calgary and how we can protect the environment and still provide space for our quad enthusiasts. Alan in Calgary, do you consider improving safety in Alberta's roads and streets by making winter tires mandatory for every passenger vehicle licensed in the province during the winter months? I think this question probably came as a result of the rainstorm before the Grey Cup Festival in Calgary that immobilized pretty well all of Calgary, or perhaps the winter snowstorm we just experienced here a few days ago right across Alberta. I'm not a fan of introducing legislation to make it mandatory, but surely someone that owns a car should be prepared for a winter driving season. We're all Albertans. We know that weather changes, and it changes dramatically in a short period of time. And I am quite surprised at the number of people, especially driving on the city roads over the last few days, that were ill-prepared, improper tires, leaving the house, probably the car is parked outside, don't take the snow off the side windows or the rear window or off the taillights. You just sit in the car, warm it up, and head out in the streets. This is Alberta. We do get a fair amount of snow. The weather changes, and I think that we should all have a personal responsibility and make sure that our car is prepared for the winter, appropriate tires, tune-up, and not to wait for the first snowfall or minus 30 weather to then call the repair shop or the tire shop and put new tires. I was just talking to a local distributor the day of the first snowfall, and just the one store had over 1,000 calls to install winter tires. And unfortunately, it's impossible to put through that many customers in one day. Question from Twitter. Can you ask Premier Ed on a regular basis throughout the year? Well, actually, I'm really enjoying it. These questions are, come from a broad spectrum. Some surprising to me, but they do reflect what Albertans are thinking, what Albertans have on their mind, and through the questions, you also get into, I believe, their point of view and some of their positions, whether it be based on education, health, our budget process, our revenue streams, etc. So this is a very, very good process, and I'm looking forward to doing this again and communicating with Albertans through this medium. But I really enjoyed it, and other than kind of the hoarse throat today, I find that this is quite, actually, it tells me a lot about where Albertans are going in terms of where they'd like to see some of their policies in various areas. So thank you very, very much, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. So I want to thank everyone who sent in their questions, and I just want to encourage everybody safe driving during the holidays. Please enjoy the holidays with friends and neighbors, but please do take care on the Alberta highways. Thank you.